Silver Falls State Park is located approximately 23 miles southeast of Salem, Oregon. The park itself is in a temperate rainforest. Silver Falls gets about 80 inches of rain each year. Because of the rain, it has more living mass and nutrient resources than any other ecosystem on the planet. Wow. The birthday of Silver Falls State Park is 1931, when the first piece of land was set aside by the Oregon State Highway Commission. But the park grew up beginning in 1935 during the Depression, when 200 workers from the Civilian Conservation Corps arrived. The CECC workers were assisted by the more skilled men of the Works Project Administration, or the WPA. Together they laid the foundations for the park, constructing its buildings, trails, rock walls, and bridges. Silver Falls State Park. Most of the conifers in the park are second growth, planted in the 1930s by the CCC. The geology of Silver Falls is quite interesting. As you walk the trail of 10 falls, you can see geologic history in the making. The exposed rocks you see in the waterfalls and creek beds are layers of rock laid down over the course of 26 million years. The oldest section is made of sandstone from layers of an ancient marine seabed that covered western Oregon 26 million years ago. The next layer is 15 to 16 million years old. It's composed of volcanic basalt, the part of the western edge of the Columbia River basalts, which were the longest basalt flow on the planet. As it cooled, it formed the honeycomb of columns that you can see in the cliff's edges. Between the layers of basalt, an ancient stream bed laid down 20 feet of sand and silt. As the layers in the forest grew, the next layer of basalt flow baked both the forest and the soil. The top layer of rock closest to the surface is called volcanic tuff. It was formed about 7.5 million years ago from volcanic ash that blew from a stratovolcano.
is definitely interesting. Whoa, too close. Whoa. That's a good example of pillow lava. When the lava flows into water, it quenches and forms an outer crust, like right there. The inner part solidifies slower. Forms a different texture. Again, that's pillow lava.